Hi there and happy afternoon to you. I'm Heather Hansen, owner of Creative Sage Cottage in Union Pier, Michigan, back with another launch of a new intention candle for you today. Now, for those of you that hadn't seen my original video or read about these on my Facebook page, intention candles are something that I started working on several months ago because if you're anything like me, it's not enough to write an intention down or think about an intention. I really needed a way to kind of focus my energy visually on something. So I tried out a bunch of different things really for myself. And the intention candle that I wound up creating truly seems to be the most effective way for me to really hold an intention and kind of keep my energy on it going forward. So every week, well, actually, it's winding up being every couple of days, I hope to bring you another new intention, something that, truth be told, kind of speaks to me. And I hope that on a global level, it's something that you're able to relate to as well. So today's intention candle simply says, I am not my history. And the idea behind this candle is, you know, we spend a lot of time making plans to go forward. We set goals for ourselves. We set new agendas. We set intentions. But we can't really do any of that if we're constantly looking in a rearview mirror or judging ourselves for mistakes that we believe we've made, or holding on to negative energy or resentments because somebody hurt our feelings or things didn't turn out the way we had hoped they would. So the idea of this candle is to kind of set the intention to walk past the history into the present moment in order to make space for the good stuff that's coming our way. So this candle, as with all of the intention candles I create, has a lot more to it than meets the eye. It's a natural colored beeswax candle, white at the center for pure of heart, amethyst purple ring around it, which to me is always, purple always evokes the spiritual realm and more ethereal. And certainly when we're trying to make big changes in our life, I certainly call on the divine creator to help bring everything to fruition. So regardless of what your spiritual beliefs are, purple is the color that just kind of gets you out of your own head and into the ether and lets the energy sort of bring itself back to you. And then pink, because going forward, we have to put love into what we're doing, and we have to be in a place of love in order to forgive and release and let go and move forward. So I wrapped this baby in pink so that you always remember that it has to be done from a place of love. Now, what you can't see with this candle is on the inside of every intention candle, I intuitively choose different gemstone crystal chipstones, which means tiny versions of these, that I roll inside the candle. So as the candle melts down and what you're left with just a kind of a pile of beeswax and some crystals, you can pick these out, charge them with your intention, and carry them around with you and kind of let them work their magic energetically and give you something to focus on going forward. So the three that I picked out for this candle and have rolled inside are Rose Quartz, because number one, I hope you can see these. I know the light's not great and I apologize. Rose Quartz is that love energy crystal. And again, this ties back to the pink, that we need to do everything from a place of unconditional love for ourselves and for the people around us in order to be able to let go of yesterday and kind of fill up space with love going into tomorrow and even sitting with it today. So you get some rose quartz chipstones. You also get some smoky quartz. And smoky quartz, the legend behind smoky quartz, I just love, because some would say smoky quartz actually started out as clear quartz, but it is so tuned in vibrationally to absorbing negative energy that it became smoky. So this just kind of helps energetically for you to be able to get out of old patterns of thinking, holding on to resentments that you no longer need, This just kind of helps to clear out emotional space so that you can make room for all the good and love and light that you are trying to draw to yourself with your setting down the baggage intention. So the final stone, Citrine, and I love this stone because this to me is crystal sunshine. It has a plethora of different meanings behind it energetically that people have assigned to it. I love to think of it as, that yellow in there is sunshine. And so that raises the vibration energetically. It's a wonderful stone for manifestation. And these three together, what a fabulous little trifecta for really giving yourself permission to set down what no longer serves you anymore. Get rid of the old heavy baggage that you've been dragging around forever, and instead set your intention on replacing it with nothing but love, light, and good intentions going forward. So those are your crystals that are in the candle. Then you'll notice that the candle is tied off with some jute, your little card, and it also comes with, I should mention, these come in two different sizes. So this is the 8.5-inch size, and this is the 4.5-inch version. The 8.5-inch comes with, attached to it, white sage for smudging and energetically clearing your space. And then it also comes with a piece of selenite. And if you look at the selenite, it's kind of like a little magic wand. This is about 3.5 inches. Some would say when you look at this, you can't help but be reminded of the beautiful luminescent light of the moon. I love selenite because it is a phenomenal amplifier. So when you're setting your intentions or you have an idea about something, whether you're doing work with candle energy, gemstones, whatever your choice might be, this kind of helps to take everything up a notch and sort of brings it to the next level. So it's kind of like a little energetic assistant for you, if you will. And then the final part of the candle, which is obviously going to be the most important, is what's actually on the inside. So they all come with this brown wrapper. And if you will take that off and remove everything else prior to lighting it, you will find a magical little message that's been hand stamped and written by yours truly, just for you. So no two messages will ever be the same, because as I receive requests for these, I sort of take a pause and intuitively write out something that I believe the recipient needs to hear when he or she gets the candle. So this one, in speaking and continuing with the vein of I am not my history, this one says, "Dearest seeker, how will you ever enjoy the miracle of this moment if your heart is stuck on yesterday? You are not your history. You are the divine potential of this beautiful day." And that's for you. So there you have it. That is my newest intention candle. If you're not familiar with sage and smudging, by all means, please go over to my blog. I talk all about the different sorts of sage that are available and the different varieties and what they all do as far as clearing a space energetically, and how you go about smudging. And beyond that, if you have questions for me, I would love to hear from you. I want to thank you again for being here. The link will be below this, so that if you'd like to order either the large or a small version of Intention Candle, head on over and do that. But in the meantime, I can tell you from experience, very personal experience, that dragging around yesterday's emotional baggage does not serve any higher purpose. It stops you from moving forward. It prevents you from seeing things the way they are now because you're bringing your history with you. So you don't get a clear idea of what's actually happening in this moment. So I truly hope that you will give yourself the incredible gift of really choosing to put down yesterday and turn the rearview mirror so you don't have to be staring at it anymore. Make room for the good to come into your life instead of filling up your heart and dragging around all of this stuff that you don't need anymore. It's very easy to get habitually attached to negative energy and believing things about ourselves that were never really true to begin with. It's It's a lot more challenging to decide that today is the day you don't need that negativity anymore. But I would encourage you to take a moment and really focus on what it is that you need to free yourself from, and what decisions you can make to put down that stuff that you just don't need anymore. Make a little room for a little bit more sunshine and goodness. Thanks again for being here. I really appreciate your time. I know that we're all really busy, so I do not take for granted the fact that you're taking time out of your busy day to spend a few moments with me. And I will look forward to meeting you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks again.